football. This is the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, the humidity's still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson.
Let's go offense.
They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Second and 4.
Down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. This will be caught by
First down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play.
2nd and 8.
There to pick up a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
3rd and 8.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
First down.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former #6 overall pick, got the sack that time. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And they'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
3rd and 7.
Out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of
We'll
pressure
take the 3.
already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Faking the give, Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They run again with Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Darnold completes it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Now it's Darnold.
And he's sacked. 2nd and 15.
Devon Hamilton, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he will find his
3rd and 7.
Outside. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain.
2nd and 8.
Down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Darnold. Being chased out left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Darnold taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
On the return, here's Parker Washington. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of it.
2nd and 7.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
After the interception, here's Darnold. That'll be caught by Cup. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow,
3rd and 8.
through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Charbonnet.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Charbonnet. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 8.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be out of bounds
3rd and
across
2.
the 30-yard line.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne.
And he's got the
first down
before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
First down.
They look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge and they complete the pass there for another first down.
Now Lawrence on first down, eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but
first down, out of bounds. It was 2nd and 1, out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And they've got it inside the
1st and goal.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Here's Lawrence.
Ah.
His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they
2nd and goal
on that drive? This could cost them. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Darnold.
Travis Hunter.
Coverage and intercepted. And
with the pick.
Set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. DeMarcus Lawrence able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. But this
3rd
will
and
get
5.
out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Screenplay, here's Etienne.
So all my linemen and block the defender.
The first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Take the 3.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes this to Walker. And he's
Taking
able
in
to take
inches.
this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Throw left side, complete.
2nd and 2.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now a 2nd and 2. Darnold now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To the air again, Darnold. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down. Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Washington now brings this out. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
2nd and 10.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways.
3rd and
They
6.
like what they saw in that first half.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the
4th down.
Here. This is Walker. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this will be taken at the 13.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that,
first down.
We'll set up well for the second half.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Second down and 8. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Johnny Munt,
77 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Travis Hunter with the pick 6.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. A play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And not much.
Second and 9.
Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin.
3rd and 7.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Darnold from the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete.
2nd and 2.
Get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And that one going to be off target.
3rd and 2.
Incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And the Jags get to it.
2nd and 18.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Walker. And the reinforcements
3rd and 20.
are going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
4th down.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that
2nd and
was
7.
the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. And he's got his big tight end here.
2nd and 4.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Darnold on first down. And that one drops down.
2nd and 10.
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again, Darnold. Over the middle, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Jags grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's
3rd and 12.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down.
First down.
Thomas yet again complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll get 4
2nd and 6.
to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
1st down.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Lawrence will throw.
Touchdown.
Jaguars. Johnny Munn. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Play action. It's Darnold. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
3rd and 10.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. They'll get this one to Cup.
4th down.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This for the lead in the final stages.
No good.
This one is no good.
The kick is no good.
And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's 2nd down and 3. Another tote for ETN.
1st down.
A good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up
front. Timeout.
And it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
Timeout.
Inside the 20 at the 19. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And that changes everything here in OT.
We're going to receive.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's second down. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across
3rd and 3
before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. This
2nd and 2.
About 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
First down.
He'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off.
39.
In that case, that has to feel good for the defense.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And his kick is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to
go
give them a
defense.
chance. That one surely paid off.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
2nd and 9.
Not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 3 points here are a must. A touchdown would win it. Here's 2nd down. Now the throw here complete on the
3rd and 3.
sideline. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime,
2nd and 2.
things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
Darnold completes it. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Darnold to throw again. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys.
2nd and 4.
And you know we're going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Darnold to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
2nd and 8.
So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Darnold. Oh,
let's go!
That'll seal it. And the Jags are going to
Travis Hunter with the pick to seal the game.
By this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over, but sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.